Imagine a boy growing up in a world where every moment of his life is planned out, from rigid schedules to carefully orchestrated goals. Private schools promise success, offering a path toward Ivy League colleges, top-tier careers, and the elite social circles that come with them. It seems like the perfect plan, right? But what happens when life doesn't follow the script? The very system designed to make boys successful might be holding them back in a rapidly changing world that values flexibility, creativity, and adaptability. Private schools thrive on structure, from standardized tests to extracurriculars that fit within a well-defined framework. These institutions often produce boys who excel in measurable ways: test scores, athletic achievements, and college admissions. For parents, it appears to be a guaranteed route to success, and in the short term, this system often delivers results. Boys are rewarded for their discipline, hard work, and adherence to the rules. However, there's a hidden cost. These structured systems often fail to teach them how to adapt when the carefully planned path no longer leads to success. The real world doesn't operate on a pre-written playbook. Industries evolve at an unprecedented pace. Technology transforms entire career fields, and in today's world, the ability to pivot is more valuable than the ability to follow instructions. For boys who have been conditioned to succeed within rigid frameworks, this is a problem. When their well-defined path hits a dead end, they often find themselves unprepared to forge a new course. The systems that set them up for short-term success may leave them ill-equipped to face the uncertainty and ambiguity of the modern world. The most successful individuals today are those who can think on their feet, solve problems creatively, and take calculated risks. These skills, creativity and risk-taking, are not typically nurtured in private schools, where the focus is primarily on measurable achievements and predictable outcomes. In an environment that prioritizes perfect grades and flawless performance, boys may become more risk-averse, fearing failure rather than using it as a tool for growth. Yet these very qualities, creativity, the willingness to take risks, are what drive breakthroughs in entrepreneurship, technology, and leadership. Fields that value adaptability and vision above all else. Private schools often emphasize a linear model of success. Follow the rules, work hard, and you'll reach your goal. While this works in traditional career paths, it is increasingly misaligned with the needs of a world that thrives on flexibility. In fact, a rigid system can limit boys' ability to function effectively when life doesn't follow the same structured path. Boys who have been trained in environments with clear-cut rules often struggle when faced with ambiguous situations that require innovative thinking and adaptability. Furthermore, when life takes an unexpected turn, such as an economic shift or personal challenge, these boys find it more difficult to pivot and adjust. Private schools frequently define success in narrow terms: top college admissions, prestigious careers, and measurable outcomes. While these are certainly important milestones, they fail to prepare students to define success for themselves. When success is solely based on academic achievements or career status, boys may be left unprepared for the greater challenges of life, where personal fulfillment and emotional intelligence are just as important as any professional accomplishment. So, what's the alternative? How can we better equip boys to succeed in a world that's increasingly unpredictable? The answer lies in providing opportunities for unstructured growth. Instead of rigidly adhering to a set curriculum, boys thrive when they are given the space to explore, experiment, fail, and learn in environments that challenge their creativity and adaptability. Private schools, parents, and educators can create opportunities for this kind of growth by allowing boys to take on projects and challenges with no predefined outcomes. By encouraging them to solve real-world problems that don't come with a textbook answer, we nurture their independent thinking and creativity. We also need to redefine failure. In today's world, failure isn't a roadblock, it's an essential part of learning and growth. By teaching boys to view setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than as indications of personal failure, we help them develop resilience. Supporting diverse interests, whether it's in entrepreneurship, creative arts, or trades, can also help boys build diverse skill sets and expand their horizons. The key to thriving in a world of constant change is adaptability. Boys who learn how to think outside the box, take risks, and navigate uncertain situations are the ones who will not only succeed in their careers, but in life as a whole. Private schools may give them a solid foundation, but if they fail to focus on the skills that promote long-term adaptability, creativity, risk-taking, and emotional intelligence, they risk creating a generation of individuals who are ill-prepared for the unpredictable future they will face. Success isn't about following a rigid playbook. It's about learning how to create your own path. For boys to thrive in the modern world, we need to teach them more than just academic excellence and career success. We need to equip them with the skills to think independently, adapt to change, and embrace challenges. The future belongs to those who can innovate, pivot, and thrive in unstructured environments. So, are we preparing boys to follow the rules or break them when necessary? The answer to this question will shape not only their futures, but the future of innovation and leadership. It's time to rethink what success really means, and what kind of education will truly prepare boys for the unpredictable world that awaits them. The time to embrace adaptability and creativity in education is now. Let's empower the next generation of leaders to thrive, not just within structured systems, but outside them as well.